Bernie. What is that smell?
Hey, Miss Mary.
Hey, what is that smell, Bernie? I have been trying to cover it up all day. Do you have any idea what that smell is? Bernie? Bernie, do you know what that smell is?
I do, Miss Mary.
You do? I've been searching all day for this smell. Why didn't you tell me? What is it?
I found these dirty socks in the pulpit. I think they're Pastor Ron.
Oh yes, that is definitely what smells. Oh, that is so bad. Why would you do that? Why would you hide it?
Because they stunk.
They really do. Oh my goodness. You know what? We're getting rid of these. Oh, they're gone. Oh, Bertie, they smelled so bad. But you know, those socks, they kind of remind me of something.
What do they remind you of?
They remind me of sin.
Of sin?
Yeah. You know why they remind me of sin?
Why?
Because people try and hide it.
How?
And they try and cover it up. They try, just like you tried to hide the Pastor Ronnie's smelly socks, people try and hide sin. They try and cover it up. They try and put it somewhere. They don't want anybody to know about it. But guess what? It still smells. It's still pretty stinky, just like those socks. And you know what the Bible says about sin?
What?
It says we don't cover it up. We got to get rid of it. There was a man in the Bible in the book of Psalms that said, "Then I acknowledge my sin to you." That means I tell you, God, about my sin. And it says, "And I did not cover up my iniquity." It means I didn't cover what I did wrong. I didn't cover it up and try and hide it or try and put it in my pocket or put it under the table like Pastor Ronnie's socks. He said, "I will confess my transgressions to the Lord." That means I will tell God about my sin, what I did wrong. Then you know what God does?
What?
The Bible says that God says, it says he will forgive you the guilt of your sin. That means that he forgives our sin and we feel better because we are sorry for it. And the Bible says that God takes our sin away from us. Just like those dirty socks went in the garbage, our sin goes way away from us. The Bible says as far as the east is from the west.
Wow.
That's how far God takes our sin away from us. And it's gone, never to come back to us again. Isn't that great?
It sure is.
It's so wonderful because we never, ever, boys and girls, want to cover up sin. We just want to get rid of it. Now, can you guys think of maybe something that you've done that is a sin, maybe something that you need to tell God about? Well, before we go today, we're going to pray together, and I want you all to think, am I trying to hide something from God? Remember, we really can't hide from God because he knows everything. So, what we are going to do is we are going to think for a second. Is there something I need to tell God I'm sorry for? You think of what that thing is, and we're going to pray together. You think of what that is, all right? Okay. Dear God, I'm sorry for my sin. Please forgive me and take my sin far away from me. In Jesus' name, amen. Boys and girls, don't let sin be like those dirty socks. Don't hide them. Don't stick them in your pocket. Don't put them under the table. Don't hide it. Always tell God about it, and he can get rid of it and throw it away.
I sure will.
All right, Bernie. Now we can get to our lesson now that that smell is gone.